It's too hot, it's too hot. In a recent event, something happened that no one can explain, and I really want your opinion on it because I have no fucking idea what has happened and what is going on. Now, this has to do with the so-called Miami Mall alien incident. Now, was there really an alien walking around, or was it a distraction for something else that's going on that the so-called elites don't want us to know what's going on? So they throw a distraction out in front of us. Or is this Project Bluebeam in full effect? Now, I did a video on Project Bluebeam, and if you want to know all about that, I'm not going to go into it in this video. Go and watch this video up here in the top right corner, and then come back to this video so you kind of know what is going on with Project Bluebeam. It's like a 4-step process that they want to implement to try and control us. But like I said, go and watch the videos. It explains it. I explain it in a comical way, so yeah. And the video did really well. I've got like nearly 100,000 views on that video, which blew my mind. I never thought in a million years that one of my videos would have blown up that big. Hello and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. If you don't know what's going on here, I am a horror artist and I like to draw what I talk about in the videos. Now, I love scary facts, scary stories, true crimes, anything to do with aliens, conspiracies, anything like that, and I love to draw, so I combined these genres to hopefully bring you a unique experience in these genres. Now, I do my best to bring you the most accurate information that I can. Anything that's consistent across all the articles that I research on the internet will be compiled into my video. And anything that I talk about today, I don't necessarily believe in any of it. It's just all the information that I found, and I'm just asking for opinions because I don't know what's going on, and I actually can't make a good judgment on this particular topic of what has happened because there's just too many conflicting stories out there, and it's just too confusing. And in today's video, I'm actually going to be recreating the alien that apparently was walking around the mall in Miami on that particular day. That all the cops were there and everything was being filmed, and this so-called weird looking beings, weird looking monster was so-called caught walking around the mall. Now, let's get into this. Let's not delay anymore. Let's get on with the story, and let's get on with the drawing of what I think my interpretation is of this so-called alien that was walking around the mall. On the 1st of January 2024, so New Year's Day, amateur footage was captured of an incident that allegedly involved a very tall grey/black humanoid alien beings walking through a Miami mall. But before we get into that, let's talk about what was reported by the police and the media. Most of the Miami police force, so about 300 officers and 70 police cars, were deployed to an outdoor Miami mall called the Bayside Marketplace at around 9 p.m. due to allegedly 50 teenagers, possibly armed with sticks, were letting off fireworks in the mall that were reported as gunfire. And also there was allegedly a brawl reported as well, and 4 teens arrested, but several people captured video footage of 8 to 10-foot tall, semi-transparent grey creatures walking in and around the mall as potentially seen in videos and pictures circulating the internet. Also, people that were there in the mall took to social media to tell of what they saw, which seems to be all consistent across the videos. People were seen running in and out of the mall to get away from whatever was in or around the mall. People started speculating all sorts of theories from the incident because of the unusual amount of police presence for just teens setting off fireworks. The video footage of the incident is grainy at best of the supposed quote-unquote aliens. In 2024, with all of this tech that we have, why are we still getting grainy supposed footage of aliens still? The aerial viral video shows supposedly a very tall grey alien walking around in front of the cop cars, but was put down to shadows of suspects that were under arrest. The gunshots heard were not from the apparent fireworks, but from the police firing at the unidentified beings. With that rundown of the incident, let's get into some of the theories I found across the internet coming from TikTok videos and other sources. One TikTok user claimed that he was walking through the mall with his family when he saw these black transparent 7 to 8 foot beings walking through the mall, and they were glitching as they were walking. Now, is this a hoax, or was the hologram that they were projecting into that particular spot, was it glitching? Maybe if it's been a test to see how the population would react, it's a Project Bluebeam stunt testing their holographic technology to stage an alien invasion. Just a theory. Apparently, all air traffic had been stopped from the nearby airport for safety reasons, except from black military choppers. Why would they do this for teens that are apparently fighting in the mall and causing a commotion or letting off fireworks? Unless they were worried that the fireworks were going to interfere with the aerial traffic. Apparently the people that witnessed the tall beings in person reckon they went to film the beings close up, but their phones wouldn't work, like some kind of jammer was interfering on their devices, hence there was no close-up footage. Is this true? Or are people on the internet wanting clout? This is apparently a picture of one of the aliens at the mall, but who really knows? It could be just an AI generated picture. Apparently the police presence was heavily armed with high-powered rifles, which allegedly seems a little extreme for just a group of teens, but that depends on what they thought was happening. Another TikTok user, whose video has been pulled down from the internet as far as I know, filmed a phone call that he had with his dad, who is on the Miami police force, is shown saying that he cannot talk about the incident at all. He can't even say whether or not it was alleged teens fighting, which to me wouldn't be so confidential due to the news outlets reporting it. And why so much secrecy around just teens so-called fighting or letting off fireworks? There was apparently no footage of roughly 50 teens that caused the chaos coming out of the mall. There was also no footage from cameras inside the mall of these teens, and people are demanding that it be released to prove that this really did happen, but none has been released that I know of. This should have been released if it was no big deal, and if the incident really did happen. Some people even speculate or say that there is not even this much police presence in a mass shooting. Another TikTok user, Charmaine Miller, put the coordinates into Google of the Miami Mall and then reversed them and or changed the compass letters, and it apparently shoots you to the Antarctic. Now, this is speculation that the aliens got their coordinates wrong and spat out at the mall. There has been theories for years that there is an alien base in Antarctica. Also, lots of videos of quote-unquote eyewitness accounts said that they saw a light like a portal opening and the aliens just walked out of that light, as shown in Hive's Mind's TikTok video. Apparently, Wi-Fi and power in the area was allegedly out while this was going on, and it was gone for several hours. Was this a coincidence, or was it planned? Also, there was alleged theories about phones being checked at the door before people were leaving the mall by authorities, and if there was any videos or photos taken, they were deleted by the authorities. Now, this video was taken either around or on the night, I'm not too sure because of conflicting stories, of the incident, which shows lights in the sky over Miami. Now, this video can be seen on TikTok account Dasa the Lioness. And the final theory in this video today comes from TikTok user Silo Mystic, that the group responsible for the incident are called Realm Hackers and call themselves A and B, standing for above and below. They allegedly open portals to lower dimensions in large public spaces using an RFT box that causes a rift and opens the dimension, allowing the beings from that dimension to come through and feed off of the energy of the people that are scared by witnessing them, so they're basically called an energy leech. The fear generated by this group opening the portal and seeing these beings that come out feed off of these people's fear and terror. The beings are not violent or anything, they're just hungry. Now the glitching witnessed is from them being lost, fragile and hungry while trying to navigate and stay in our dimension to feed. Now, just a few days after the Miami Mall incident, people were sent into another frenzy over another alien sighting in Brazil. Allegedly, 10-foot aliens were spotted on a Brazilian island of Ilha do Mel, which is around 3 kilometers off the coast of southeast Brazil. What made this sighting weird was the location where the beings were seen is apparently very hard to get to, and the shrubs are fairly high, and these beings are towering above that, which was assessed by the locals of the region. Locals also stated that these beings were just too big to be humans, and apparently these beings scaled down the side of the hill fairly fast and cleared it in 1 to 2 minutes. But people who have climbed this hill say that that is impossible. The movement of these beings was likened to someone in a critter suit with supernatural powers. The woman who filmed this footage was hiker Sarah Delee, who was hiking with her family members when they spotted this so-called aliens. Due to the description from the Miami Mall and the footage of these 2 aliens in Brazil, are they related? If it is alien in origin, are they the same aliens or just people on the hilltop with some sort of optical illusion happening that makes these things look huge? Or were they just robots or ornaments on top of the hill moving with the wind? Either way, the government made light of the situation and said that even these strange beings come here to enjoy our coastline. Could the amount of police presence have been a complete cover-up or distraction for what else was going on in the world? We all know that these kind of things and these kind of stunts are being pulled right in front of our eyes to get us to be distracted and look elsewhere while they do something else behind the scenes. Was it Project Bluebeam and a holographic testing of the public's reaction? Did the aliens really come through a portal into the wrong location? Or was it blown out of proportion by conspiracy theorists? Tell me what you guys think, because I am completely confused about it all, and I am actually leaning more towards that it was a distraction or a Project Bluebeam stunt. But leave your comment down in the comment section below and tell me any other theories that you have heard about this Miami Mall alien incident, because I know that there is a shit ton out there, and I only was scratching the surface in my research of what some of these theories were. But I had to stop somewhere because it was just overwhelming, the amount of theories flying around out there. But if you have any others that you want to put down in the comment section below, by all means do it, because I would love to hear them all, because it's just a weird scenario. So the illustration that I decided to do for this video today, like I said at the beginning, was my interpretation of one of the so-called aliens that was spotted and recorded at the Miami Mall. I decided to do a front-on view of this alien, and I sort of done it in some colours that I thought, it would have been like a grey colour. Well, actually from the descriptions from the people that were, at the mall, they said that there were like a grey-black type alien. So I went with like a grey sort of type alien with some green splotches on it, and I went with like a blue mouth, and I also went with gunshot wounds on the alien. As described, the police were firing at this thing, and I also wanted to do some blue blood. So yeah, instead of doing my traditional red blood, I decided to give blue blood a go. So yeah, that's what I did. But anyway, that is it from me. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Dislike it, I couldn't care less, because it all goes towards the algorithm to push me up for other people to find this content and people who might like to watch what I do. And if you like any of the art in any of my videos, please head across to my Redbubble store. I have a link down in the description below. I actually have all of my pictures up there at the moment, which I pulled my finger out and I got to work putting them all onto Redbubble. So if you want to get any of the prints, head over there, knock yourself out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.